All right, hi everyone. My name is Anna, and this morning we'd like to share with you a little bit more about the Imago Dei ministry and what we've been up to.
How did I meet my friend? So my friend T, he walked through the church doors one day, was looking for a bus pass for a workforce development program. We were able to give him a bus pass, and then I just asked him if he'd like to grab coffee sometime and talk more.
How did I meet my friend? Through the ministry. T actually reached out to Veritas through email, and we exchanged phone numbers so we could continue to communicate as we move forward.
I met L and H when they reached out to the church for emergency assistance. Chris McConaughey connected us, and I met them at the motel that they were staying at and brought them to church.
I first met Kay on the corner of Nationwide and Front. I was right outside of my office, so to and from work, I would see him every day.
I met T during COVID. T had reached out to church for a new washer, and once a team of people from our church provided the washer and delivered it, I got T's number and we continued to text back and forth.
What steps were taken to build the friendship? It just started off with like any other conversation with a new person. We talked about who we are, where we're from, kind of our interests.
A couple years doing mostly ordinary things. I would take them to the grocery store and we would watch really bad TV movies.
And the relationship was built very organically. I'd say once a month we saw each other, whether it was over a meal or over coffee.
As we were building the friendship, it started slow. It started just by stopping and talking and just spending time. I remember learning his favorite Starbucks sandwich and bring it by. Sometimes I would just sit and we would just have lunch together. What has this person or friendship taught you?
By no means do we only give to Kay. He's become a close friend, hangs out with our kids, he reads them books. He helps me clean up the house before community group on Sunday afternoons. A friendship is not one-sided.
They reinforce the value of pursuing people in relationship, being intentional to know them, to have fun with them, to rejoice with them, to weep with them. I enjoyed their friendship a lot.
His ability to genuinely laugh, smile authentically, give big hugs.
It takes time to fully know someone's story. It's probably even a couple of years into our deep friendship that Kay and I would be able to even connect on even just more meaningful things, and he would share things in his past.
What qualifies you to do this work? I have experience as a social worker, but when I think about what qualifies me, I think of how some of my favorite stories in scripture are of when God uses people who are completely unqualified, and what all those people share in common is that they were simply available.
I am a licensed social worker with several years of experience. I have been able to provide resources and practical learning to equip the group to be able to care for those who are experiencing hardship.
Matthew 25:40 has always been one that has stuck really close with me. I just feel a desire to step into other people's lives and walk alongside them in hard times.
Nikki and I have been very fortunate to have the opportunity to work in various capacities in state government over the course of our professional career.
We've had the opportunity to learn a ton and also connect people with resources.
I think experiencing genuine friendships from others has been what's equipped me the most to actually be a friend to someone else.
What is the big picture with the ministry? I think the big picture is just to show the love of Christ to other people.
Regardless of the situation that people are in, they are made in the image of God.
We're really undeserving of God's grace and mercy, but He shows it to us anyways.
If every follower of Christ in the city of Columbus were to pursue just one meaningful relationship with someone around them experiencing financial hardship, we would have a huge impact on this city.
People just want to be known and people want to be loved. True healing, where people are going to find dignity and worth, will always be in relationship.
It's just like we all need friends to walk alongside us in hard times.
What we get to do as followers of Christ is we get to offer what Christ offers to us, is that deep and lasting friendship.
When seeing suffering or loneliness, Jesus moved toward people. So can his church do the same?